This is the Bluevua Reverse Osmosis System Countertop Water Filter. And if you're considering cleaning up the water in your home without the fuss of adding pipes or drilling into your countertop, this might just be what you need. Looking at it right now, what stands out is how compact and clean it looks. It kind of reminds me of a small coffee machine, simple lines, and nothing feels intimidating about it. I know when I was first looking for a water filter system, I felt a bit lost with all the technical words and the thought of messing with plumbing. This took a lot of that worry away from me. From my experience, setting it up was a breeze. You literally just find a spot for it on your kitchen counter, plug it into the wall, and you're pretty much good to go. There's no need to worry about connecting to your faucet or running hoses behind your sink. Everything the Bluevua needs is inside the box, and all the filtration happens in one place, so it doesn't take over your whole kitchen. The size fits right under my upper cabinets. I'd say the depth and height are manageable, although if your counter space is really limited, you'll want to measure beforehand. For me, it was just about right. When I first started searching for a water filter, my biggest concern was the taste and quality of my tap water. Where I live, there's quite a bit of iron, and honestly, it tastes metallic straight out of the faucet. I wanted something that was more advanced than just a basic carbon pitcher, but also not more hassle than it's worth. The Bluevua has a lot going for it here. It uses a 6-stage filtration process, which, to put it simply, means your water passes through 6 different filters designed to catch all sorts of stuff you don't want to drink. That includes a superfine RO, reverse osmosis membrane, a coconut carbon filter, UV sterilization, and even a remineralization step. If you're not familiar, reverse osmosis is a process where water is forced through a very fine filter, removing contaminants like heavy metals, some chemicals, and microplastics. The UV sterilization part zaps any bacteria or viruses that might be lurking. And the remineralization is pretty cool. It adds back essential minerals, so you don't end up with water that tastes flat or acidic. One thing I really love about this system is how simple it is to keep up with. The filter life monitor right on top of the machine shows you exactly how much life each filter has left. I know that before I got this, filter changes were always a guessing game. Here there are clear indicators labeled with numbers that match the filters inside. I never have to wonder if I'm about to get a nasty surprise when I go for a glass of water. When it's time to replace a filter, I just twist out the old one, pop in the new, and I'm back in business. Nothing drippy, nothing complicated. From what I've seen so far, the filters last for a long time, anywhere from a year to 2 years, which saves a ton of hassle and money in the long run. Talking about everyday use, this machine is very user-friendly. There are just a couple of buttons, on and off, and a size setting for how much water you want to fill. There's a high borosilicate glass carafe that holds about 17 cups, which honestly feels fancy and addresses the worry I had about plastic pitchers leaching chemicals. Every time I fill the reservoir, I can either pour in water from another pitcher or just detach the whole thing and fill it straight from the sink. It clicks back into place easily, and the machine won't run unless everything is set up properly. That takes the guesswork out of it for me. Now, could the water capacity be bigger? Sure, if you have a large family or if you drink a lot of water every day. I do find myself refilling it more often if we've got guests, but for 1 or 2 people, it's perfect, especially if you're using its full capacity each time. The filtration cycle is pretty quick too, about 5 minutes to fill the whole pitcher, which is fine with me. I press the button when I start making dinner, and by the time I set the table, it's done. I also want to talk quickly about the taste of the water, because that's honestly what sold me. I noticed a huge difference right away. My tap water always had an aftertaste, and some days it even smelled off. After using this filter, the water tastes pure. No aftertaste, no weird film, no metallic hint. It just tastes clean. Sometimes when friends visit, they ask what bottled water brand I'm buying, but it's all just from this filter. The energy and water efficiency are worth mentioning too. The Bluevua has a power-saving mode, so after it runs, it doesn't use excess power sitting idle. The water system is designed with a 2:1 pure-to-drain ratio, which means you lose less water than you would with many other RO units. Also, the leftover water in the drain tank isn't just waste. You can use it for things like watering your plants or cleaning. This was nice for me since I felt less guilty about pouring anything down the drain. As for maintenance, I haven't run into any problems yet. The filters last a long time, and everything you need to know shows up on the digital display. I did call their customer support once because I had a question about the first use, and they were helpful and quick to respond. From my experience, it's always nice to deal with a company that actually backs their product. There's a 1-year warranty, and the unit just feels sturdy and well made. It's heavy enough that it doesn't slide around, but not so heavy that you can't move it when needed. If you're wondering about the terminology, TDS stands for Total Dissolved Solids. It's basically a measure of how much stuff is floating around in your water. Dirty, unfiltered tap water has a high TDS, and after running it through this filter, I can see the number drop drastically on the built-in TDS meter. That's really reassuring and kind of fun to track over time. It's also a nice confirmation that the filters are actually working. It's perfect for anyone living in an apartment, rental house, or even an RV, since there's no permanent installation or drilling. If you move, just take it with you. If you're new to home water filtration or just want something that's easy and actually does the job, this system takes away most of the headaches. I will say, if you need to make big batches of filtered water for a crowd, you might find yourself wishing for a second carafe or something bigger. But for daily use and reliability, I think it's one of the best choices for a countertop unit right now. I'd recommend this for anyone who values pure drinking water but doesn't want to get into a whole home renovation project to get it. The price is fair for what you get: the glass carafe, smart features, strong filters, and a brand that's responsive if you need service. The design fits in with the rest of my kitchen appliances and doesn't look out of place. If you're comparing with other similar products, the 6-stage filtration and UV sterilization are big standouts here. For me, knowing my water is truly clean just gives me peace of mind, especially for my family. In conclusion, after using the Bluevua RO100ROPOT-UV for a while, I'm really happy with my choice. It's easy to use, easy to maintain, and the water quality has noticeably improved. My original concerns about setup and maintenance turned out to really be non-issues. It may not be perfect for large families with super high water demands, but for everyday use, it does exactly what it promises. I will post full information about the Bluevua Reverse Osmosis System Countertop Water Filter in the comments section. See you in the following videos.